بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. I swear by the declining day, man is at a loss, save those who have the belief, faith, belief, and the salih actions that Allah loves. And then invite people to haqq, invite people to truth, invite people to reality. And then counsel one another to be steadfast. Rabbi Shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu. So we shall recap the last, what we did. We came to the who am I? What is my purpose? Who is the creator? What forces are there? And we have to live in this world. So success, Allah defines success as who will be successful, who has belief and does righteous actions that Allah loves. That is the whole intention, the purpose of human beings. And Allah also wants us to be successful. Is it not? He wants to give us a life of eternity. Because He created us as eternity, we saw. But we want to be eternal. And what kind of life? To enjoy, to have blissful life. He says this is a temporary enjoyment, don't involve this. There's a permanent, there's a eternal. So, and everyone whose mission is to be successful. कामयाबी चाहता हर इंसान तड़प रहा है कामयाबी का. अब वो कामयाबी होने के लिए to be successful on your own you can't, because the truth I don't know exactly how to be successful. Everyone thinks in his own way and living his life, doing his best to be successful according to him. He thinks that is the path of success. That is not the reality. Allah is saying this is a reference point. Whatever way you have chosen, check with the reality. Is it not? Check with the reference point, and then with the reference point matches, you follow. So Allah has shown us a way of life. So Islam is a gift. As Allah has shown us a mercy, favor, showing us a way of life. Zindagi jeene ka tariqa. There are different purposes. Religion, mazhab, ye, wo sab bana diye hain. That's all different perspective. But the very simple thing is Islam is a way of life. So from that perspective, we are going to talk. Not from any other religious perspective, from the devotion perspective or other perspective. Islam is a way of life God has given to all human beings. Is it not? It's for humanity. Whoever wants can follow. Whoever wants to reject can reject. It is his choice. Is it not? That is his choice. So God has given the freedom of choice. So first thing is to know that the way of life, I want to be successful, then I must know it. Is it not? Which is the way that leads me to success? Is it whatever way I am thinking? Whatever way I am thinking, is that the way? Is that the way to success? I don't know. Is it where I have to cross-check and then come back to that? So without cross-checking, I start believing. So now, there comes when I start, whatever I think I am, way of success, is my thinking, is it a reality? Or what it is? Is an opinion, we saw that. It is an opinion, judgment. So we will go back and see the way of life that Allah wants us to live. And what is the choices? Because unless I don't know myself, my forces, what it is, we don't know the way. So basic, we will dissect now. We have done in 2 days, we have done the dissection. So we said that we are human beings. Hum kaun hai? Humne Allah Ta'ala kya banaya hai? Allah has created us human beings. And He has given the freedom of choice. So that means human and a being, there are two parts. Animals don't have two parts. Janwar, insan here is two parts. Human and a part. What is the human and a human part and a being part? There is a spiritual part. There is a spirit of Allah, spiritual. And there is the external material part, or the external material. Material is external, is it not? Body, flesh, whatever it is. So this is the part. Now, this is external, is it not? This is internal. You saw this. So we are the distinction. So whatever we are learning is distinguishing it. Not information, understanding will not make any difference. You get the ability to distinguish. Furqan is distinction. To separate out. That's what you have to have the power to distinguish. So whatever we are showing in this classes, workshop is to give you the ability to distinguish. फर्क करने के अगर तुम्हारे में नहीं आया, then you are confused. Is it not? You are not able to distinguish, you are confused. So now we have to distinguish. First basic thing is, there is a human part, there is a being part. So the external human part is nothing but the animal part, is it not? Body and flesh is an animal, material part. And there is also a being, the spiritual part inside me. That is real human being I am. This is being human. So being who is important. मैं कौन? Being who? What I am now. So now animal part. What is the animal part? So now there is an animal part. So I got the body. You saw? I got the mind, I can say brain we use. I got the heart. Is it not? We got the three. So we got separate. Now we have to find out now. So the body, so Allah says, I created you as the nafs. It has been blown inside me. The spirit is blown inside me. That is not me. Is it not? I am created nafs. Nafs is going to change. This is weak. Allah says, I have created you as nafs. And that is going to get punishment or bliss, whatever it is. Now, next one. Now what you get from this now? So there is a body part of me. Body means sense. Is it not? We got senses. Mind part, we got the rational. Rational mind, logic, reason. This is nothing but a machine. So this is the external part. Now, when I connect to this is now the body is the animal. The mind, I got this thing is the beast. Also we can say we have got the shaitan. Also we can say the ego. This is animal part. Again the heart is there, which is the conscious intellect. Intellect is not there, intellect aql. They say that's the body, mind and intellect they say. Intellect is here. Intellect is what? Distinguishing. Distinguishing faculty. Farak karne ki tamiz heart hai. Mind cannot distinguish. It discriminates. External discrimination. I am superior, you are inferior. I am man, you are girl. I, you. External basis. So this is different. So we are able to distinguish now. Now we got all this. This is very so. Allah says, inside I got two forces. Which are the two forces operating? One is the external, one is the internal. Is it not? External connection is evil. That is the shaitan, evil. And there is also good. So this is called the angelic nafs. Nafs hai? Farishton ka nafs. When you join with the evil, shaitanic nafs. When the minds are joined with the evil, shaitanic nafs it is called. Shaitanic nafs. When you call the animal, animal nafs. Nafs hai haywani. Isme haywani nafs mein, there are domestic animals. Also there is predatory animals. Different animals. So my identity, if I connect to my body, then I am which nafs? Animal nafs. So domestic. So my purpose becomes different. Can you see this? So subah ute, sham ute, khana, pina, sona, only animal we use and you die. That's all. And predatory is only hoping to trap some other ones. No, we are not going to go into it. So now sense. So now we are going to see, we got the evil, 3 forces I got. So that means how many tools I have. अब जिंदगी जीने के लिए मेरे पास 3 tools हैं. How many? What are the 3? Sense, rational faculty. What is this rational faculty does? It's a machine. What kind of machine? What does this machine do? Creates opinions, creates judgments, creates interpretations, meaning निकालती है. ये machine है खाली. Allah gave this machine to find solutions. Solutions लेने के बजाय दिमाग इस्तेमाल करके solution के बजाय what are you doing? Creating meanings and opposition. Machine है. This is the distinguishing faculty. Distinguish. What does it distinguish? It shows the reality, connection good हो गया between truth and falsehood, good, evil, beneficial, harmful. So I got 3 faculties. One, sense. So I got the mind, rational, judgment faculty, and also the heart, distinguished faculty, reality. So now this is I. Depends. If I am a body, so then I connect to that, then what tools I'll be using to survive? अब आदमी कैसे survive करते हैं? To my mind. Instinct, animal. You idiot, your father is idiot. Tit for tat. Action, reaction. Tu mara, मैं मारी. You shout, I shout. It's nothing. Animals. You're not using any faculty. You are Sikh marna. That's why what we say, yeah, there. Dogs kill animals. And Allah says, one more thing is, Allah says, you have the hearts, dil hai. Heart, like the faculty I have given you. That you can't pursue the truth. Ko nahi pehchan sakte. Because this is the faculty that can recognize the truth, reality. This is you have the heart, but you have the eyes, you're blind. You have the ears, you can't listen to the truth. You are like cattle. No. Don't compare yourself with the cattle when they speak out. Are you an animal using this sense, an animal way of life, or as a human being? Next faculty now is the mind, the beast, evil. What is this evil? You're using the mind, rational mind, to respond. How do you respond? Is the evil. Evil is who? Shaitan. What is shaitan? Don't follow the path of shaitan. Allah is saying, do not follow the path of shaitan. Do not walk in his way. It will destroy you. It will kill you. It will saying, you want to be successful, it will kill you. Now, how are we living our life? Which way are we living? Now, which faculty are we using day to day in all our actions, subh se shaam tak, evening? With meeting people, which faculty I'm using? What is rational faculty? What is shaitan? I have got shaitan as my companion. I got the shaitan as well as the angel. 2 companions. So Allah says, when you connect to the shaitan now. When you connect to shaitan, so what is shaitanic way of life? What is shaitan does? I showed you Adam and Eve, I've shown you. What is the shaitan does? I am better than you. Always he thinks, everyone thinks I am better than the other person. I am superior, you are inferior. That means I am superior, you are inferior means, and who is to be right? Who has to be always right? Who? I am right. And the other person is always, so right and wrong is zindagi. घरों में क्या चल रहा है? Proving what? Each one is proving what? कौन सही है? नहीं, I am right कभी भी परवाह नहीं, मैं सही का तो भी उतना भी परवाह नहीं, मैं सही, दूसरे सब गलत. I am the only right, I am only right, everybody are wrong, everybody are दुश्मन मेरे, you are my enemies, you are all enemies, I am only right, you are all out to kill me. This is how I perceive that threatened, always when someone comes, is threatening. Now I'm ready to attack. The moment you open the mouth, what happens? मुख खोलने से पहले गिर. अरे भाई सुनो तो सुनते नहीं. They don't listen. Listen. They can't take it. So what's happening to our families? What is happening to our relationships? What happens? Where is the listening power? Koi sunta nahi. That's what Allah says. I'm told people, no, you don't listen to me also. You are not listening to Allah. You are not listening to anybody. You are listening to whom? I am right. And distinction, discrimination, should and should not. It should be this way. Should not be that way. Mere mutabiq hona. Everything has to happen my way. My way is the highway. This is mine. You want to stay, let's get out. So that means to say, what is evil? What is shaitan? Does it include people or exclude people? Excluding. It does not want to include. Right? That's why I, me, mine. Selfie culture. पहले भी फोटो पकड़ने के लिए कैमरा देना पड़ता था, वो भी जरूरत नहीं आज. मैं पकड़ लेता हूं. Everything is I. We don't need anybody's help. I don't need anybody. I can stay. I'm earning 6K. You 2K. I cannot. I got money. Why should I submit to you? पहले के जमाने में माँ दादी उन्हें पढ़े लिखे नहीं थे, कितने मारंग खा के वहां चलते थे. आज breaking. They don't care. I can earn what you can serve. I can be independent. I don't care. I can live. I don't need. तुम्हें क्या तलाक देते? मैं ही देती तुम ना. You don't. This is what is happening. So what are we getting? Camel Rai. What are we getting? Is that love, affection, connection? इंसानियत कहाँ है? मोहब्बत किधर है? What is the real purpose of life? जानवर, हैवान? Me? I don't care. Only this some external, how long it is going to remain? I will just say this. Today the whole education system जो है, every education, all the things are connecting to where? ये औरतां पढ़े नहीं थे, जाहिलान थे. औरतों को पढ़ाना, लेडीज को पढ़ाना, गर्ल्स को पढ़ाना बोल के पढ़ा डाले. वो पढ़ लिया, एमए, बीएससी, पीएचडी बन रहे हैं, पूरे एमए पढ़ ली, शादी नहीं हो रही, नहीं कर रही हो तो एमए कर लेती हूँ, एमए कर लेती हूँ, पीएचडी कर लेती हूँ. अब उसको लड़के नहीं मिल रहे. अब उन्हें एमए की लड़की कहां करती है? एसएलसी के पढ़ने को. I want this one, नहीं मिलते. So they earn and they keep and they live. No, education is not a problem. Education, उन्हें एसएलसी का रन दे, तुम्हें एमए रन दे. It is nothing to do with the marriage. It is, yes, education is nothing to do with the marriage. Culture and education. Akhlaq is important. Insaniyat is important. आज इंसानियत नहीं, अखलाक नहीं, पढ़े लिखे रखो भी क्या जाहिना इतने worst है. They are the worst people, educated. Forget about the illiterate. इसलिए पुराने महाराज बोलते ना, हम तो अनपढ़ थे, अच्छे थे, तुम्हें ये ना पढ़ ले क्या करेगा? This is what is happening today. They are getting educated. There is nothing wrong with the education. पैसा आ गया, money has come, wealth has come. That's why people have gone. Not the wealth. What is disappearing is connection. That's all your hearts have been seen. इंसानियत मर गई, अखलाक चले गए, character चले गया. तो क्या हो गया? जानवर, independent. So when you connect to evil, connect to the shaitan, now today, everyone is living which way of life? देखो अपने अंदर देखो, सुबह शाम बाहर रोड में निकलो, घर में जाओ. What is happening? Then you want peace. You want happiness. सुकून नहीं है, खुशी नहीं है. कहां से खुशी सुकून is where are you searching खुशी सुकून? Are you in the external? Happiness is not there. Happiness is where? Not in him or her. It's not in the possessions, not in the car, not in the building, not in the wealth. We're searching happiness in the wrong place. उम्र गुजा गुजा का देंगे बोलते हैं, ओके ट्रैवलिंग वहां भी जाके क्या करते हैं 15 दिन का, फिर आए तो क्या हो गया? आफ्टर 15 days व्हाट हैपेंस? हज को आ जाते हैं, हज को जाने के बाद भी एटलीस्ट ओके भी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा, कनेक्शन हो गया, तभी ये जानवर मर गया तो परवाह नहीं, यहाँ भी नहीं ना, वहां भी जानवर इस ना, टूर ऑपरेटर ये खाना बराबर नहीं दिया तो क्या होता है? The tour operator does not give you the food in proper time and good, what will happen? Who comes out? Your animal comes out or insan comes out? So, I'm not talking about here, I'm not talking about Muslim and Mu'min. See, I'm distinguishing as a human being first. ये किताब इंसानों को नाजिल हुए, जानवरों को नहीं है, हैवानों को नहीं. अब इन्हें ये दिमाग पड़ा तो कुरान क्या निकालता उसमें से? What does he want to find out? He want to find what is best for me. I will read. Allah कहता है 4 बीवियां कर सकते, 4 शादियां कर सकते. I am not doing. Allah is saying. So I will use the Quran for myself. Is it not? People use Quran to justify. पूरी जिंदगी कुरान पे जीते नहीं, जब फैसला करना है तो कुरान यूज करते. I say, shut your mouth. Don't use the Quran. Quran is not there for solving disputes. It's to live. So what's happening? What's happening? Only being here. And then khali pad lo, namaz pad lo, roza rakh lo, ye kar lo, ye kar lo, wo kar lo. Then who are you inside? Allah sees the external or the internal? Allah says, well, Allah says, I don't see your face, I don't see your external. I see the taqwa, the inside, piety, inside the heart, who you are, who is doing what. मस्जिदा बना देती, बट कौन बनाया मस्जिद? किसी को खैरात कर दिया, लारी लोड लाके कपड़े पाट दिया, या किसी को वो दे दिया. Who is giving for what? Allah knows the intention. Niyat is inside, internal. But internal is dead. So in this life, what will happen now? Apno subah sham, what kind of operation? बाहर निकले तो कौन सही? Who is right always? So then what happens? The moment you say, I am right, when you connect to real, you are, can you see reality? हक को देख सकते क्या? So the moment I say, I am right, so what happens? What happens? And I go in the box. This is, I go in the box. Then I go in the box, what it becomes? I become blind. And whatever you say, can it go in your head? It can never go. Kuch bhi bolo. I am not, I am dead right. It's a dead right. Dead right means much. And you see people who have died as dead right, what did they get? What happened? So when they become blind, can you go through, penetrate them inside? उनको क्या पता? अल्लाह कहता है कि नहीं, छोड़ दो उन लोगों को. They have rejected that truth. Don't waste your time on these people. Let them. Let them be. They are not the one. So what happens now? When you become this one, now, so two, you have God given the eyes, God gave the ears, God the guessing. So now, the moment I become evil, what happens to my eyes? Can I see the truth? Can I see the reality? Can I hear the truth? You are telling the truth. Actually, you are inviting me to the truth. Can I hear that? No, I can't, because I am caught up inside my own head. सच बोल रहे हैं, दिखा रहे हैं, खोल के निशानियां दे रहे हैं, नहीं पता. अब ऐसे क्या करते हैं? The only way is to get out. I don't want anybody in my life. So what happens? Now, when I become, I am right, I go in the box, I become blind, and what is the attitude of the shaitan? What is the attitude of the shaitan? What is the characters of the shaitan? What comes up? See, all these characters that we are living Muslims having today, I don't want to generalize. Do you understand the point? What we see common, is it the characters of Allah, or the angel is inside us, or the shaitan is there? What is the characters of the shaitan? What is the characters of the shaitan? Yes, arrogance, pride. Meri jutu, mine. You should come. Should I go? Meri ka, I. So the character, then I becomes this one, then I becomes focuses on whom? Always the focus on whom? Me. Who has to be first? Me. Right? First me, then others. I and you. मैं और तुम. अंग्रेजी में क्या बोलते हैं? When I was small, I know, whenever we had all the non-Muslims friends, I used to, I and you, let's go, I and you, let's go. I said, they used to tell me, put the donkey in the last bulletin. What donkey in the last? First say you and me. Not I and you. When I used to use this language, I never knew that. Because being with them, I learned that. I and you, but no. They used to tell my friends, put the donkey in the last. Others, and you. But हमें हमारा मुसलमान कैसे पैदा तो वहां पे गद्दे बन को पूरी खानदान को कैसे डरेंगे गद्दा लेके गया तो क्या होता है खानदान को ऐसे लीडर्स गद्दे रहे तो सामने और उसके पीछे फॉलो से तो गद्दे के सामने क्या होता व्हाट विल हैपन टू द डोंकी really always you and me not I focus is where इंसान that's why Allah Taala also hadith also says Muslim is one who benefits others first दूसरों का ख्याल करने वाला इंसान बोलता है जानवर हैवान शैतान I am better than you so then when I use this faculty of shaitan I am better pride arrogant selfish then what kind of this thing shaitan blaming complaining always 24 घंटे blaming and complaining then how do I see others what happens to others now how do I see you all how do I see you all when I'm in the box blind I feel I got the characteristics of the shaitan that I am right I am saying I am the most I am the saint you're all so then how do I see you come on tell me how do I see you do I see you as human beings or objects come on, tell me when I'm walking around with my pride arrogance and this one then how do I see you objects so when I see you and treat you as an object, how do you respond back? So now the response, hame bolte hain, see now the response of the other person. I want others, how do others to behave with me? How do you want, how do I expect you all to behave with me? How do you want me, what do you expect from you all? How do you want to behave with me? As a human being, insan jaisa. I want you to respect me, love me, or behave as a human being. So it depends on what? Because the animal or this man power, I demand respect from you. And I command. So when I see you as objects, how do you respond to me? Come on, tell me. Think. Mera baap. This question is natural, is it not? When I talk to you, whatever it may be, it is not about the age, not about the money, not about the small elders. There's a ethics is there. That ethics is different. But here the ethics does not apply. Here the ethics does not apply. Here it is me walking around and always commanding. The moment I enter, you all should stand up. If you don't stand up, what's the difference? So are we seeing the whole humanity outside when you walk, the Hindu, the non-Muslim, when a servant or anybody who comes in front, are you seeing him as a human being or an object? Come on, tell me. How do you see? If somebody comes in the car in front of you, how do you see that fellow? Nearby especially. Suddenly, somebody who's just a how do you see that fellow? Come on, tell me. Then how do we react now? How do we respond to people if something happens? Are you using the faculty of distinction? No, that's not the faculty of right and the last day. Based on what? Based on your actions and behaviors. See, how do you judge a tree? By its fruits. Is it not? So how can you judge a human being is by his actions, behaviors. Our actions and responses se malum padta hai ki who you are. You are not a human being. Outside we look like saints. Inside I am the worst animal. So very clear. Now you don't bother about anybody. Don't think that. Now next question arises is, I am going to change. This is where people ask me, I am going to change. If other people don't change, then what happens? This is the whole question. Now, how do I deal with people? No problem. Both are this one, no problems. But one is this, and one is insan, one is this, then when the problem arises. Then how do we deal with that? That is where Allah is saying, how do we deal with the people? And then He has shown us the way how to deal with the people. So the first thing I must get is, Satanic way is a justification way. I justify my behavior. That means to say, I justify my actions. So when you justify, so this justification, what happens? Now evidence being collected. How do we deal with this kind of evil people? He's saying, repel evil with something good. What is he saying? Repel evil with good. The good and evil is inside you. I'm not saying repel evil. Evil to evil is not going to do. This is where we are thinking, tit for tat. What is that? What are you doing? Evil for an evil. They did this, I will do that. But what is Allah is asking you? We as a Muslim, then I come as a Muslim, as a Mu'min, so my response of the evil to what? And this is the most toughest thing. Evil to evil is what? Evil by evil is very simple. Good, both are good, that is also very simple. But most difficult part is where? Good and when somebody is harming you, I responding good, that is the jihad. Not easy. The mind will not, पूरा mind planning करता है. मैं छोड़ता नहीं उनको, दिखाता हूँ मैं भी क्या करता हूँ, मैं भी कौन दिखाता हूँ, मैं भी करता हूँ, मैं भी I will do that. You go into the spin, is it not? And in that spin, what you do? You make decisions. So am I controlling this evil? This is called jihad bin nafs. Jihad bin nafs means the evil will come first. Evil will take over you. So when someone who is when the other person responds, or a response क्या बोल रहा है? If someone addresses you with foul language, accident में चले गए, कोई मार दिया तो, see, it is not your fault when you get accident. उनकी गलती है, तो आके क्या करते हैं? They use the language, they use that, they shout and they create, they do that. So now Allah is, how do you respond? Allah saying is, you may not be saying to him, or you say to yourself, I say to myself. What are you bringing there? That means to say, why Allah is saying that when the evil, so I have also my evil inside me, I have my shaitan inside me. Mera bhi big boss andar sole ko hai. You have also got, even the 2-year child got the big boss. My big boss is sleeping inside. So who is provoking the big boss? Who is provoking? And my big boss wants your big boss to come out so that we can have. Is it not? See, the evil, what is the job of evil? It wants fights. It wants to create fights. That is its purpose. It will instigate. It will create situations so that I can fight you. It is sleeping inside you. How do we do that? How do we do that? How does the big boss does? Is to insult you, to provoke you, is I provoke you. I make you wrong. It's not your fault. I make you wrong. What happens to you? The match. You. The moment I say you, your big boss bahar aata hai. Naturally, it's natural. So who provokes it? So when someone's job, that's what you have to be conscious and aware. The people around you wants you to live in peace or want you to destroy your happiness and peace. What are the shaitans wants? What does the shaitan wants? What does the shaitan wants? Come on, tell me. They want to fight you and destroy your inner peace. But are you going to be aware of that? Not get provoked by the other people? That is the strength of yours, is it not? Yes, I will get provoked also sometimes. Immediately we catch up and come back. Okay. That's why I gave you okay, not okay. For the evil it is not okay. For the big boss is not okay. Big boss is I am only okay. Others are all not okay. And now I am saying to the big boss, okay, I will deal with this fellow. You take rest. I know how to handle. I can handle. You don't come and interfere here. I will use you when I need it. It is there, I can use it, but I am not going to use it. Okay, you shut up, you keep quiet. So you take control of your big boss. So it is easy to take control of your big boss. Is easy or to take control of your spouse's big boss? Or the other person's. Well, if I am not able to take control of my own, then how can I take control of yours? And it is very difficult. This is what this self-transformation happens, is I like to cut this. It takes years to fight yourself. If you come, catch, then it does not come out. Because it is in my control. I can use it. That's what the Prophet said. Every human being has got an altered ego as Iblis. Everybody has got an Iblis. They asked, do you also have? No, I have, but I have made him a Muslim. Muslim is what? Submission. It is under my control. So our first job is to take control of this rational mind. This must not allow it to come out immediately. It will instant, is it not? And destroy relationship. Ek second mein, ek zuban se, ek lafz nikla to kya bata hai? What will happen? One word is enough. It will cut off. Whole life you say, the whole life you ask forgiveness, they will not forgive. 25 years, 30 years, I've seen in the marriages. On the first day, something they did it, and the parents said something, whole life he was beating her. Or she beats them. This is what happens. So are you going to take control of yours? The challenge is whose? Whether other people are there or not. If I bring my bisbot, whose destiny is lost? I also start living this life, then whose purpose is lost? What tell me? Forget about others. Let them live what they want to live. Let them live what kind of life is there. Save yourself. So now question is, when other person is provoking, I am not bringing my big boss out, then what happens? What happens to the other person's big boss? What happens? You can play with the game. Can you see this? You can know. That's why you have to be aware when the big boss has come out, you keep quiet. Because they're out of sense. Talking to them is no use. You understand the point? Why are you not talking at that time? They're out of their control. Whatever you say, it is no use. Just keep quiet, leave them. Let them come down. So same thing in accidents. Same thing in any place. इसलिए मर्डर कर देते हैं, एक सेकंड में मर्डर्स हो जाते हैं, एक सेकंड में तलाक, एक सेकंड में तलाक. Because this mind, this shaitan wants what? So are you able to take charge of it? Allah gave you the mind to find solutions to problem. वो accident हो गया, now you use the mind, find solutions about it. Is it not? क्या करना? How do we do? What can we do? Solutions नहीं. So this is where. So when I don't bring out, what happens? What happened to this one? What happens to this one? After some time, what happens? When it comes, and when you are aware, yes, you are fighting, you must be aware that the big boss is fighting. You must know it and have control, and then in 5 minutes it goes away. It goes away. Again, that is nothing to it. So now, next one is, now you have to get this one. Now, this evil, this big boss, what does it do? It is solving problem or creating problems. Increasing. And the problem that you have married 25 years, 32 years, I've seen, 40 years, I've seen, the same problem is persisting for 40 years. Why? Why it is persisting? What does it do? What does this do? Come on, tell me, anyone. What is the job of that big boss? It creates problems. Does it solve problem? Then what does it do? What is the way to keep the problem as it is? One ball gaya, khatam ho gaya. So what does it do is, this is what it does. Its job is What? इसका काम क्या है? What is his job? What did he say? Is to bring what? Between what? Friendship, closeness and दूर. So that job, इसका काम क्या है मालूम है? It's only blaming. So it does not problem hai. The problem can be solved. Understand? The problem can be solved, but it does not look on the problem. It attacks the personality. The day when I married you, जिस दिन से तू घर में आई, that's this one. तुम्हें सुधरेंगे नहीं, सारी दुनिया सुधर जाएंगे. You will never change. The whole world will change. I will write and give also. They attack whom? You stupid. You can't do one thing. तू कभी पास नहीं होती, तू कभी खुश नहीं रह सकती, तू कभी ऐसे नहीं. You cannot do this. You are always idiot. You are number one. You will never change. He did something wrong. अब उसका सॉल्व करने के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं? We are attacking what? Personalities. So when I attack your personality, what you do to me? What you also do to me? Come on, tell me. You attack me. So whole married life, what are we doing? So you married for that purpose? Are you married for that, finding faults in each other? Or to enjoyment? Can you enjoy? So its job is not to solve problems. Then we become ungrateful. Then you become ungrateful, is it not? क्या क्या नहीं किया तुम्हारे को? कभी खुश नहीं घर में? अभी कलीजा भी दे दे. I don't need you anything. I need you. You are not there, then what do I need? Can you see the language? Language of opinion judgments. Is it bringing love? Is it making far away? Bhai. This is what we are doing. And Allah is saying, don't follow it. For me, it's like, Allah is gidgida ke bolte na bachche ko. You just, the parent, the mother, you say, beta nakko beta. No, please beta nakko kar. Nahi kar beta, nahi jana. Karte na. Like Allah is asking, don't follow his path. And he has sent us the whole book, Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. This is your open enemy. The deceiver has deceived you. You don't follow him. Don't listen to him. He'll destroy you. He'll make you. And he said, and what did the shaitan promise? I'll make every become ungrateful. What does it make? Now when we become attacking personality, what happens? We become ungrateful. There is no shukr. You don't thank me. You don't appreciate me. I do so much. You don't appreciate. Appreciation का सवाल ही नहीं आता ना. Because ungratefulness. क्या करे? What did you do? You may be in the worst situation caught up. Alhamdulillah. Whatever happened, Alhamdulillah, worst would have happened, is it not? Worst would have happened. Alhamdulillah, Allah is great. I trust Allah. So that means I put all my trust on whom? This is where now you look in our life, in our whole families, in our relationship, which way are we following? I'm talking दीनदार बोल रहे हैं, religious भी बोल रहे हैं, religious भी जितना religious हो जाने वो क्या follow कर रहे हैं? They're becoming शिद्दत हो जा रही है. They're more judgmental or not judgmental, and more judgmental. They feel they are better than others. Is that the Quran of learning to become humble? It makes you humility. अंदर नरम हो जा रहा दिल. दूसरों के ऊपर तड़प हो रही है कि अल्लाह कैसे बचाऊं दूसरों को, कैसे इंसानियत को बचाऊं, या अल्लाह कैसे करूं? It must be so soft inside you to help. We are becoming helpless to save anybody, to save ourselves, to save myself, to save other people. Allah help us. Allah हमारे गुनाहों को माफ कर दे. Allah save me, save the humanity, save this thing. Rather than what is happening? I am better than you. You are this one. What is happening? What you are using Islam for what? Islam is to unite, bring love. Islam is hatred, divisions. This is what is dividing people into different sects. And this is unity. So can you see the difference now? Are you able to be present to the rational mind? Mind is to find solutions. That's all. Nothing else. Mind. Ho gaya, acceptance. So now this way is good, is nothing but the angelic nafs is submission. This is submission. This is the denial. The moment I deny the truth, the reality, what happens? I connect. You know what? You are using Islam for what? Islam is to unite, bring love. Islam is hatred, divisions. This is what is dividing people into different sects. And this is unity. So can you see the difference now? Are you able to be present to the rational mind? Mind is to find solutions. That's all. Nothing else. Mind. Ho gaya, acceptance. So now this way is good is nothing but the angelic nerve is submission. This is submission. This is the denial. The moment I deny the truth, the reality, what happens? I connect to evil. This is it. This is how it is. This is how my house is. This is how my wife is. My husband is. This is how my financial situation is. This is how I am. This is it. This is it what? This is the way it is. That is called submission. Accepting the way this world is. Accepting the people as it is. They should be like this. They should not be like this. Should and should not be like this is what? Can you see this? No, this is it. I am not here to change people. We are not here to change people. We are here to make a difference to people. Is it not? To help people to see and remove people from darkness to light. This is the darkness. This is the blind. This is ignorance. This is jahiliyyah. To bring them into the light. And get this very clearly. You can't change anything without acknowledgement. Acknowledge. The moment you acknowledge, what you don't acknowledge, you can't change. This is the law. So first thing is what? Knowledge. Knowledge what? I am in the prison. Reality is what? I am in the prison. Acknowledge that I am in the prison. If I acknowledge I am not in the prison, then the question of coming out arises or no? Does it arise or no? Does not arise at all. When I don't acknowledge I am not in the prison, बाहर आने का सवाल ही नहीं है. There is no action. First to come out of the prison is to acknowledge I am in the prison. This is what Allah is saying is I am the prison. All mankind is at a loss. पूरे इंसान खसारे में है. I am at a loss. That is first acknowledge I am at a loss. Not live like I am the saint, you are the villain. No, 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 no. I am the jerk. You are the saint to live with me. I am the loss. Not they are at the loss. When I am at the loss, then the question arises how to come out. Acknowledge first. So anything is acknowledge yourself. Whatever situation you are, you lost the job, you lost the job. 16 years I am married, there are no children, enough. I am divorced. I failed. I got diabetes, I got cancer, Just acknowledge the reality. This is it. Reality has no meaning. So acceptance of reality, submissionness of reality. Very clear? This is the submission way is what? Angelic nafs is what? Angel. Samiyana, watana. Ho gaya. Now, next comes, it does not mean keeping quiet. Now what is possible? Now you are under this one. Now you are using the mind and the senses to find solution. Now that external body and the mind is a tool. Now this is where I want to achieve this. Now you are using your body and the senses to achieve your goal, destination. And your whole mind is to find solutions. Here, what are you looking for? Solutions. Here, what are you looking for? To make other person wrong. How to insult him. How to hang him. How to do him. I will show him. I will show maybe kaun karke. All thinking of what? That's all. Here is what? Okay, this is what happened. Now what's possible? This will happen. Very clear? So this is the reality. Now, truth. Is it whatever I'm saying is the truth or false? Based on what? Assumption. This is what assumption. That is called illusion. This is called maya. This is whole thing. This is submission. Is it good or evil? This is the distinction. So now I have three tools with me. The realization faculty, and this one, and these three tools. So now tell me now. You are talking. It's philosophy. It has become philosophy. It has become something only ideal. It's not possible to live. But it is in the battlefield. Prophet, 23 years the Prophet lived in the life, in the battle, in there, everyone, they lived everywhere. What is the way? I become the eye which you see. I become the ears which you hear. I become the mouth which you speak, and I become the hand which you hold. So now today, as Muslims, one of the fundamentals of Islam is equality. Equality. Equality is what? Equality is seeing and treating every human being as human being. You as a human being, you want to be successful, you want to live for eternal, are you going to be as human beings I created you, see and treat everybody human beings? This is the message, this is Islam, this is the basic, nothing else. Other thing is devotion to Allah, is ibadah, is me and my Allah. Now Ramzan, Roza, these are all is my cleansing, purification, the this thing. But when I'm outside, that is Islam, that's what action. Iman, God I believe, then my Saleh actions. Actions mean my day-to-day life, what is my action? Am I cheating? Am I behaving? What am I doing? So what is Islam? This is where I question myself. What is Islam? Clearly, you have to question. I have to question. What is Islam? Very clear, viewers. Now, another simple example I'll give you now. Let's deal with something. Now, when you start going to the masjid, now pray, suddenly someone's mobile starts ringing. Response, now every moment, gaya bahar, sun liya pura khutbah. Ab masjid mein jaake, now what will happen? Come on, tell me now, inside. Come on, now tell me now, what will happen? Now, what will happen? Where? Abhi namaz mein khadi, andar kya ho raha hai? No, distraction is not that. You get distracted because of what? That is what you're saying, distraction. No. What is happening now? Moment someone ringing, what will happen now? You get connected to the rational mind or to the heart, sir? Come on. What does the rational mind say now? Andar kya bol rahe din? Huh? Now you deny. Now this is a denier. This is a submitter. Now you deny the reality. What is the reality? What is the reality? Ringing. Deny that. Are you going to submit that it is ringing, or it should not ring? It should ring or should not ring? Come on, tell me. As per you, it should ring or should not ring? Should not. The moment you said should not, should not. The moment you said should not, you went to this one, then what happened? What did you do? The moment you deny, you got connected here, then what happens to you now, inside? Irritation came because of the mobile, the reality. The mobile is ringing, or is it because for you it should not ring? Get this very clear now. This is very, very catchy. It is, the reality is causing you the irritation, anger, or it is for you denying that it should not ring is causing you. Tell me. Denial, for you it should not ring. The moment you say should not ring, you got connected, then what happens now? Are you focusing on the salah or you gone away? Now this man said distraction. You got distracted not because of the mobile, because for you it should not ring, and then you go into the you're gone away. But it is ringing, so I acknowledge it is ringing. It is ringing, it does not distract me. Because I have the power to focus my attention to what I want. That is what you have to develop. Mind under your control. Where you want to fix, you can fix it. Kitna zor se TV loud karta lo, I am praying. Its sound is coming because I am focused there, I am there. The moment I said, kyun usse TV dale na hi tak yaman, I went away. I say and goes away. Next one go down. Are you getting very clear? So now how is the reaction? How body reacting? Are you using this? Are you using this? Your husband 65 years goes and marries 25-year-old girl and come. What happens now? One respond. See, this is what are all happening. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm giving some extreme cases. External worlds are happenings. Now, which faculty am I using? Suddenly he gets and married second wife and brings her. They don't inform. And the moment she comes to know what is the way she is using. She loses her sense and she, what have you done? Have you chosen Response is, I have the power to respond to what is happening. Who has to choose the response? When you are conscious, you will choose the response. Otherwise you are animal and react you. I got the power, whatever may happen in the external, I am responsible for my response. And if I don't have control over my response, we are reacting. We are not, forget about human beings. Muslim mein kya bhi nahi hai. Only animals. So I chose the response. Now I said, okay, reality is, he married second wife and came, now what's possible? What is possible? Now solution, that means, what is possible is using the mind, now you are using possible. What's possible? One, I can stay with him, accept it. One, I don't want to deny, I can go away. I can ask talaq, I can walk away. I can take this. I don't like it, I don't want to stay. You want to stay, you got married, there's your problem. I want to make justice, I want to go away. I want 1, 2, 3 options. But how do we deal? Asking anything wrong. You marry, I have no power. But I want justice. I don't like it, or I like it. Let's do this, let's settle what's happening. This is a reality. Deny कर रहे हैं. ऐसे cases, पूरे के पूरे cases हमारे पूरे कोटा में हैं आज because of what? Tell me. All our relationships, our properties, our everything, brother, businesses, partnerships, everything is where? Marriages, divorces, where are they? So things are happening. Amanu saliha. Amanu means, are you responding to the situation? Are you using the shaitanic way or the animal way? Or are you choosing a response? Situations may come, worse situations may come. See the Prophet's life में situations, कितने situations में आए, he react. इसलिए वो देवी में. What happened? ये आ गए थे, कचरा फेंकती थी. And then मस्जिद में बैठे आके पेशाब कर दिया. What happened? घर छोड़ना छोटा है, फाका पढ़ना पड़ा है, भागना पड़ा. So which is the way of life the Prophet demonstrated us? And today what are we doing? That's why Shaitan said, I will take revenge. I will not leave you. I'll blame, complain. Revenge. That's what we are doing today. Each one is standing for revenge. पूरे के पूरे विकेट ऑफ गिर रहे. पूरे के पूरे एक गवर्नमेंट दूसरी कंट्री पूरे टूट रहे. Because we are not standing for justice. Islam is justice. So now you are going to walk out now. Are you going to live Islam or know Islam? Today is only about knowing Islam. You know क्या बोलते? Devotion, I am not against devotion. Devotion, रात दिन पढ़ लो, नमाज़ा पढ़ लो, खुदा करो तुम्हें. That is my personal with God. Is it not? But how am I living my life and responding to everybody at home? मेरी मनमानी, my way is the highway. Then where is Islam? Living Islam is, you will fall. This is part of your life. Not that you cannot judge and all that. You will judge. And opinion, judgment, this is my judgment. This is my opinion. My opinion. Is it not? About you, about this is my opinion, my judgment. Keep opinion, judgment as opinion, judgment there only. Not make it as a problem arises when I believe my opinion, judgment to be true. And then only I get blocked out. Not that I should not judge. My experience है, मेरा opinion है, मेरा judgment. किसी के बारे में पूछो तो इनके बारे में क्या है? I give my opinion. My experience with this man is this. That's only my experience with that particular area only. It's not absolute. I don't know the other remaining things about it. I may say good. That fellow might have experience bad about it. It's not bad. I don't know. I don't know. Anything else is the reality. This is what happened. So what is happening to our relationships at home? Are we applying Islam as a way of life in our relationships? Or are we applying this method? Now, why our marriages are breaking down? Why our relations are breaking down? What's happening? There is no muhabba, there is no pyar, there is nothing. All confusion. That's why everything is, because the clarity nahi hai basics mein, then we have the confusion. That's why what I saw for myself, that's why this work came into existence, is to find out, is not addressing the issues on the external. How many issues can we address on the external? It's not solving the issues. But who Allah is asking, Allah is going to say who is important. Who is addressing the issue? Who is dealing with that? that who को change नहीं करेंगे, fundamental clarity नहीं आएगा, so everything is chaos outside. So we have to go to the base foundation, where this is clear. That's what I said, the foundation is correct, the roots are clear, the fruits will there. So the base, हम base पे काम करके clarity now, the external you don't have to tell every of the fundamental things you have to have. Anyway, thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Alhamdulillah. This program has been a very profound program and made a lot of difference in my life. I completed this program in 2004, and after that, the entire family, and my extended family were a part of this program. And this program has immensely moved my life. And my life has been never the same after I've done this program. One important aspect I would like to share with you, how I have applied this program to understand Deen in a very profound way. This concept that we actually talked about, being a human and the being. There are a lot of hadiths that we study on a very daily basis. One famous hadith is about Rasulullah SAW going to Taif and presenting Islam, right? And then, I don't want to go into detail, but we know the sequence. What happened, that people started throwing stones and, taunting him, etc., etc. And in one narration I heard, which actually made me very emotional, is that there was one person who came with a chain. It had a hook at the end. And when he hit Rasulullah SAW, it went on his skull and the hook went inside. And this led to profound bleeding that happened, which we know that the blood went to in his shoes, and when the shoes were removed, the skin came out, right? And we know what Rasulullah SAW also responded, saying that, "Oh Allah, don't punish them because they don't know me." And he also created a future, saying that somebody from their clan will understand and they'll be Muslims. So this is a very profound story or a hadith or a fact that we know. But then how to apply it? Anything altered here in the physical realm was nothing to do with what he had to do. And he was stuck to the core purpose for why he was created and what was his mission. This is how I began understanding Deen and the different hadiths and really connected to this concept, which was very profound for me. And this is life altering. And now, if I have to do anything to control my emotions, it's so easy. I always see where I am and where I'm connected to. This is very important. See, now we attend a lot of workshops, and this is one of the most profound workshops I have experienced. Life-altering transformational workshop. This is a 3-day workshop, and I have recommended everybody to be a part of this program, because if we get this part of what it is, our life is never the same. Now, what actually happens is people gain a lot of knowledge. Okay? But then, there's a difference between being knowledgeable and to be educated. Okay? You can say a book, no? Pick up any book. Do you say the book is educated? We say a book has a lot of knowledge, correct? But you will never say the book is knowledge in action is education. So what we have gained today is a lot of profound knowledge. And how to apply that into various aspects of life is something that we have to look at. Okay? And that is going to be very transformational for our life. And it's going to make a difference to all those people that actually depend and connect with us. We alter our inside and the external alters. That is the pickup from here that we got. And we actually looked at intellect, which is very important. Rasulullah SAW said, fear the intellect of a mu'min. Fear the intellect of a mu'min, because he sees with the vision of Allah. ittahu firasatal mu'min wa yanzuru binurullah. Because he is not looking at what he is today, what is happening right now. He is looking at the core purpose. Why I have been created and what's my mission, what is my direction, where I have to go. So whatever happens in the physical realm, nothing should alter us. This is who we are. And this is what is expectation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from all of us. So this is what I wanted to share with you, because this workshop, what we have today experienced over these 3 sessions, 3 Sundays, is just a taster. It's a teaser. But 9 to 6 for 3 days, where you will have an opportunity to experience the entire detailing of what it really means, what are the distinctions of life, how to follow the distinctions, and also a profound opportunity for all of you to share your challenges and take coaching. Okay? We all have a family doctor. Don't you think so? We all have a family doctor. But then we have a doctor that actually alters the physical realm, the physical part of us, the body part of it. Right? But who is here? No one. We don't have a family alim or a coach, actually altering our spiritual part of our being, which is very fundamental, because everything starts from here and reveals here. Every idea starts where? In the spiritual world, but manifests into the physical. Okay? So we need to find somebody who can alter this. And for me, the best coach is here, Dr. Sadath. Okay, he has been that guide, the coach for me all my life. Okay, and I have my gratitude for you, sir, for what you've done for my life. Very profound personality that I've experienced in him. That it doesn't matter. So you see that his energy level didn't go down looking at this crowd, because this is nothing for him. What he says is, even if there is one person, I will do this program for him. Even if there is one person, I will do this program. If he transforms, meri akhirat ban jati, uski bhi akhirat ban jati. This is his approach. Okay, very few people that you will find on this planet who will do that. Okay, I always say that, he says what he does and what impact that he has created wherever he has gone, local, international. दिल से जो बात निकलती है असर रखती है. दिल से जो बात निकलती है असर रखती है, पर नहीं ताकत परवाज मगर रखती है. How many people he has transformed, we don't know. But he will know it when he faces Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And our prayers are with you for what you are doing for the community, sir. Thank you very much. And thank you for all of you who have been here. Jazakumullahu khair. That you are chosen people from so many people who knew that there is a program here. And you chose to come here to seek transformation for your life. And I pray that all your intentions that you have, that have been expressed or deep inside your heart, may Allah fulfill it. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Almost 10-15 years back, I attended Sadathullah Sahib's first workshop, and I'm very thankful to my wife. She's been telling me to go. No? Okay. And I was telling, what is that? I know about it and things like that. But she persistently told that you should attend the program. And then one fine day, I got up in the morning. It was announced after 1 month. So very hesitantly, I went. And it was in Alameen College, maybe about 15 years back, I think. So I attended the function. Within half an hour, I was totally engrossed as to what he was telling. And it was to my frequency. I all the time used to think that it's just not namaz and roza that makes us really something good. But it is the humanity, the human consideration of others, which should be the factor. And he was hitting it straight to the point. One by one, the topics he took, and he started telling it. I said, this is it. Finally, I have met a person who's going to really change me, and I'm going to get all my answers. The 3 days, I don't know how it went. If it was for 1 week also, I wouldn't have missed a single minute. It's just fantastic. And I think, as of I know, we don't have any such person who's going to give us this kind of knowledge. You have a lot of other people telling you about Islam and Deen and so many things, but you're losing on the basics. Once you know the basics, then everything else you understand. Well, giving a little example in my life, how I have changed. A lot of incidences happen. A recent one, because unless we apply this in our life, we will not realize how useful this is. I have also given him many earlier also, but this is a recent, sir. Standing to my office. Normally, this is in the travel, a lot of things happen where you are tested. So there was another big car came. I was taking a turn. It hit. Okay, I'm not going to details who was right, who was wrong. I used his logic. I said, what happened? I've hit the car, and that fellow was getting down from the car. Traffic was piling up. I told him, sit in the car. You just drive down. We'll meet there. So he understood. Educated man. We drove down to a certain distance. Both of us stood. And as he said, I just take it as, I just hit the car. That's it. Let's see what happens. So I got down from the car. I was also in a hurry. And I believe he said, initially started shouting and things like that. I said, cool. Don't get shouted. Let's sort it out. After all, it's a small thing. It can be sorted out. And I told him, he said he has to go out of station. I took out my visiting card. I gave it to him. I said, you go visit your station. Wherever you want to go, come back. I'm available all the time. You get in touch with me, we'll try to sort it out. That itself, he's started seeing stars. What is this fellow? He has not told any single thing. And he's trying to be very good to me. And then I started asking him, what are you doing? I just changed the topic. I've been like a friend to him. So immediately his reaction was totally different. Okay, sir, no problem. All right. He took the card and I said, you carry on. I'm available anytime. This is my personal number, this is my office number, anytime. So after 1 month, there was no call. I thought this fellow has maybe forgotten. No, he called me up. He called me and said, after 1 or 2 months, he called me up. He had repaired his card. He had spent 24,000 rupees. He was hesitant to call me. Although I was liable to pay him. So then one fine day, he said, because the amount was quite a lot, and he was a young guy. So he called me and said, sir, can we meet? I had forgotten. I said, I'm so and so. Oh, yeah, sure, we'll meet. So we met in a place, and then I asked him, what happened, why you didn't call me? I didn't have his number, unfortunately. He didn't give me his number. I gave him my number. I said, why you didn't call me? And he was telling me, sir, you were so good at that day, I was feeling ashamed to call you. Ashamed to call you and ask you that you have to give me some money and all that. Anyway, I got most of it, about 19,000 rupees has been cleared by insurance. It's only 6,000 rupees, it's okay. I said, no, that is definitely my part of it. I told him, whatever insurance takes, you take care of it, our balance I'll pay. So anyway, whatever the little amount I had to pay, I paid. And afterwards, you know what he said? This calls for a dinner. He took me, we went for dinner. He spent much more than that. And today we are very good friends. Not to mention, he's a non-Muslim. So, this shows, if you apply in real life, it's going to make it whatever he feels about me is also something great. If he takes me, a Muslim was so good. That was a very nice thing. And for me, it was so peaceful. What accident could have been a trauma for me became a friendship, and it gave me happiness. What was supposed to be a bad event in life turned out to be a happy event for me. Anyway, with this small thing and the time running out, I'd like to thank Sadathullah for his long life, and may God bless him. And let every one of us take advantage of this. Don't take it easy. This is the way of life. This is understanding of life. Rest what you do is your personal matter. What he says, I rightly accept. Your namaz, your roza, your hajj, your zakat, it's your personal matter. Nobody else gets benefited out of it. What gets benefited is your behavior with the next person. Please do not look at the second person as a X, Y, Z, Hindu, this, that and all that. He is a human being. Please. Thank you, sir.